peck them in, then you'd see that their spots go all the way down to their skin. We're coming up on the Kopi Rocks, and the Kopi Rocks are sometimes a good place to see some other predators. It can also be a good place to see some smaller animals that'll use this rock formation as either a hiding spot, hiding in the cracks and crevices, or a lookout point, looking for danger that could be nearby. The white animals with the brown necks directly in front of us are scimitar horned oryx. Unfortunately, they are extinct in the wild. The cool thing about them is they can go 9 months without water. They don't sweat until their internal body temperature reaches about 115 degrees. We are in these animals' home, so they make up the rules and we just kind of go with it. Playing red light, green light right now.
Mark the tracks, going back to track.
Just make sure to keep your hands inside the vehicle. I'm not seeing anything up on the Kopi Rocks right now, but Hakuna Matata. We'll find some other cool animals.
Pumbaa.
If you look on your left-hand side, inside that burrow, you'll see a warthog. Warthogs are the largest burrowing animal, and they have 4 tusks. 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. The top 2 are used mainly for burrowing, and the bottom 2 are used for defense. They'll back themselves into their burrows to stay safe. That brown animal on the right-hand side, laying down on the road, is a bontebok. Bonteboks are also extinct in the wild. They were hunted for their coats as well as their horns until there was only about 16 left. But a farmer put up a fence around them, and that saved them. Now there's about 3,000, but just goes to show how one person's actions really can make a huge difference. The large birds on the right-hand side are ostriches. Ostriches are the largest bird, but they are unable to fly. Instead, they use their wings to change direction as they're running at speeds of up to 45 miles per hour. The large eggs on the ground are ostrich eggs. They'll weigh up to 3 pounds each. They have extremely tough shells that can withstand a full-grown human standing on them. We're going to head out of the savannah and go towards the last part of the reserve, the Magadi Glen. If you remember me talking about the elephant bee project a little bit ago, and the bee fences, that's going to be that hanging yellow box on the left-hand side. You'll also see some Nigerian dwarf goats. Locals will keep these goats for their milk to make dairy products. The great thing about them is because they are so small, they don't take up a lot of space. A lot less space than those Ankoli cattle we saw earlier, and therefore don't impede so much on the local wildlife, which is a win-win for everyone. Unfortunately, our safari is coming to an end. But some of these animals and a lot of others need our help. There's plenty of things that we can all do to help them out. Cut down on single-use plastics like water bottles, instead replacing them with reusable ones. Carpool or take public transportation to cut down on emissions. Shut lights off after you exit a room. You can also donate to your local conservation fund, or right here at Animal Kingdom at any merchandise location. You can donate to the Disney Conservation Fund. Disney will match that dollar for dollar, and 100% of the proceeds go directly towards helping save endangered animals, so we can ensure that they're here for generations to come. Once an animal's extinct, there's no getting it back. If you'd like to learn about some more animals, I suggest you head on over to Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. It's about a 15-20 minute self-guided walk-through tour, although you can take as little time or as much as you'd like. You'll see gorillas, meerkats, naked mole rats. There's also an underwater hippo viewing area that's really cool to check out. In the past 23 minutes and 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds. But if you have any questions for me, feel free to come up to the cab of the truck at the end of the safari and I'll do my best to answer them. My windows are always open. You guys can also head on over to Rafiki's Planet Watch. Over there, you'll hop aboard the Wilderness Express, which is a train ride. That's the only way to get over to Rafiki's. On that train, you'll pass some backstage areas where we keep some of our animals when they're not out, like our elephant barn, our white rhino barn. Once you get over to Rafiki's, there's the animation experience where you can learn how to draw some of Disney's animated characters. They'll teach you step by step. There's also the affection section, which is domesticated petting zoo. There's a small animal hospital over there. You never really know what kind of procedures they'll be doing on the animals. A lot of our smaller animals, like our hoof stock, things like that, will go over there. Whereas our bigger animals, the vet goes directly to them. There's a nutrition center over there as well. If you'd like to learn a little bit about what it takes to make all this magic every day, keep our animals healthy, then I suggest you go on Disney Plus and watch The Magic Behind Disney's Animal Kingdom. It'll really give you a cool inside look. Now I hope you guys enjoyed your safari as much as I enjoyed giving it to you. Once again, my name is Tom. Although if you didn't enjoy your safari, my name is Chris. You were on the Jungle Cruise.
Nice one.